Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Geek Channel with another video, and I hope you guys are doing really well. Well, October came and went, and I did watch a lot of spooky films. And I'm going to show you what I watched for the month of October. So the films are exactly 31 films, and the majority of them are my first time watches, and half of it are rewatches. Sadly, I did not rewatch Child's Play and The Thing for this month of October. Usually those two films, Child's Play and The Thing, are my most rewatch, and I was looking forward to rewatching it every October. But this October, I decided to do something different. Just rewatch some of the films I've been meaning to rewatch for quite some time, and watch a lot of brand new films that I have not seen for the month of October. Films that have to do all things spooky that shivers my spine. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my favorites for last, and I'll tell you the rest right now. And this video is going to be really quick, so I'm going to go by and say did I love it or did not like it. And follow me on Letterboxd, because I did a review a bunch of films that I've seen from the month of October for this year. Sadly, I joined Letterboxd really late, but you get the gist. Anyways, so let's get right into it. Here we go. This is the movies I watched in the month of October 2020. Scream 3, which is not my favorite from the Scream franchise, but yeah, it's not my favorite. It's not good. Scream 4 was really good. I really enjoyed it better than Scream 3. Poltergeist. This is a rewatch. I love this movie. I still do. Upon rewatching it again, it gives you more entertaining, and I'm still glued to this movie, even though I know what's going to happen when the movie starts, but it kept me in all the way through, and I just love the climax of the movie. The climax is always the best part of the movie of Poltergeist, and I love Poltergeist. And I did rewatch the entirety of a Halloween franchise from the first movie all the way to 2018. No, I did not rewatch H2O, Resurrection, and the Rob Zombies, because I exclude those. I think of them that doesn't exist in the franchise, especially H2O, which I thought was okay, but I did not rewatch this year. But this year I rewatched Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, theatrical cut, not the producer cut, and 2018 version of Halloween. Because since Halloween Kills have been delayed to 2021, I decided to why not rewatch all the entirety of the Halloween franchise. Of course, the first film is a classic, and I love the sequel, Halloween 2. Halloween 3 is the bastard child, but it has been gained a more cult following over the years, and I love that movie. It's different. It dared to be different. Number 4 is a good sequel to the Halloween franchise. Number 5, Halloween 5 is meh. It's just meh. If you see my ranking of Halloween franchise, link below. And Halloween 6, the other cut, was okay. It's a mess. The story is not good. The script is suffering from the bad script. And 2018 Halloween, directed by David Gordon Green, was really, really good. It's still rewatchable in my opinion. I just love the tone. I just love that this franchise is alive once again. So I rewatched all the entirety of the Halloween franchise. That's pretty cool. The next film I watched for the month of October is The Strangers, a home invasion film. This is another rewatch. Well, not a rewatch, because the last time I saw this movie was on television, and that was a long time ago, but I remember loving the movie. And now I recently got on Blu-ray by Scream Factory, so it's like a perfect time for me to rewatch this movie in its entirety without commercials. And I just loved it. How raw it is, how visual, and just you rooting for the characters, even though the character have been having a very complicated thing going on with their lives of the couple in this movie played by Liv Tyler. I forgot the actor name. And when the home invasion starts, it stresses me out how scary it is when the stranger come to your house at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the night, in the dark, and just it captivate you, and just so good. I love The Strangers, really do it. I'm never gonna watch the sequel, The Strangers, Prey, whatever it's called. This was the first time watch. Scary Story to Tell in the Dark. Holy smokes! I bought it on Blu-ray for $7 at Walmart, and I blind bought it because it was produced by Guillermo del Toro. I love him. I admire his work, and I love this movie. Well, I don't say love like, oh, I instantly love this movie. I actually really enjoy this movie. It's a really good movie, a pleasant surprise. And I was really shocked that I missed out on theaters. Like, I wouldn't mind going into the movie theaters to see this movie, and I cannot wait for the sequel to come next. And I love how they use the creatures, the monsters, incorporated in the story of Scary Story to Tell in the Dark. How the book was a pivotal part of the movie, and it's a really cool, creative way to utilize that tool into the movie and put that in the story. And it's just a really fun movie. I really enjoy it. And some good scares, great practical effects, and just a good story at all. This was also a first time watch, directed by John Carpenter, The Fog. I finally watched this movie for the very first time. I've been wanting to watch this movie, and I'm glad I did. I really enjoy it. I just love the atmosphere, the tone. It's a ghost story, a really good ghost story that you can watch in the dark and just enjoy the ride. I just love the characters. The situation they're in just felt right. It's just the tone and the atmosphere is a big part in the movie. Really do enjoy the ending. Did not see that coming, and I really did enjoy it. And just John Carpenter, love him. I mean, yeah, I'm a big fan of his work. This is a rewatch. Coraline. Still love this movie. I still stand by that movie. I love this movie. Still remains one of my favorite Leica films. Love, love, love Coraline. This is the first time watch. Creepshow 2. Not a bad sequel to the first movie, but really, really good one. My favorite story from that Creepshow 2 is The Rat. Really do enjoy that one. That's probably my favorite out of the short story that they have for Creepshow 2. It is very disappointing because they only have 3 short stories, but it's still a really good movie no matter what. This was another first time watch. I blind bought this on Blu-ray recently on Best Buy Actual Rescue because it was the last copy, and that is Underwater. Holy smokes, what a hidden gem. And it kind of sucks that I missed out in theaters. I was originally planning to go see this movie in theaters in the early 2020 January when this came out. But 1917 came out the same week. So you guess it, I chose 1917 over Underwater. But I really, really enjoyed the Underwater. It's not the greatest film by any means, but it's a really fun one. I just love the tone, and the claustrophobic aspect of this movie just gets me because I have a really big fear of deep sea, ocean. Like, no. No thank you. No gracias. And yes, you can see it exactly that this is basically Alien in underwater, and Christian Stewart played basically like Ripley from Alien. But honestly, that's okay. That doesn't affect me. That doesn't bother me that much. I just want to enjoy a creature feature film, which I did enjoy. I just love the set design, the costume, the tone, the atmosphere. I really do enjoy this movie. I really did. And Underwater is a pleasant surprise. Glad I saw this movie before 2020 ends. Another first time watch that is Tales from the Dark Side. Whoo, baby, this is better. This is definitely better than Creepshow 2, in my opinion. Really do enjoy this one. There's 4 stories. The first story bridged the gap from the beginning to end, but but there's 3 stories in between. And my favorite short story from that film, from the Tale from the Dark Side, is Lover's Vow. I just love the practical effects, the monster design, the creature design is so cool, and the story is just, it kept me in. It's just glued to the screen. I love it. It's just, it's so good. That's a horror film right there. That's a good horror story. That is, Tale from the Dark Side is really great. Another first time watch. I did watch. I have seen the original. Which stars Steve McQueen, and the film I'm talking about is The Blob, 1988 version of The Blob, and I really enjoy it. I just love the practical effects, the setting, the vibe. It's just so much fun, and the practical effects when the Blob attacks people in this movie, it's just so much fun to watch. and it's very creative and very imaginative at the same time, very gruesome. And this is a really fun movie, a really good remake. Obviously, The Thing is the best remake from the 80s, and then the second place I would go with The Fly. But The Blob is definitely third place. I really do enjoy the remake of The Blob from the original. It could make a great double bill from the original and the remake from 1988. This is the first time watch. Pumpkinhead. Really enjoyed it. It's a folktale type movie with a great creature design, great practical effects, a good story. Really enjoyable. And also it's a very entertaining film that it had to be entertained, and I was very entertained throughout the movie from the beginning to end. And there were unexpected twists in early on in the film that I did not expect to go that route. I expected to go to the different route, but it went to the opposite route. And I'm glad. Honestly, I'm glad they went to that because I did not expect that. Another first time watch. This is by far the craziest movie. All the lists that I watched for the month of October, that is Motel Hell. Holy smokes. I cannot believe they made this movie happen. The concept, the idea, the execution, it was spot on. They actually made it work. If you read the script, it sounds good in the script, right? But how they did it, they executed really extremely well. I really did enjoy this movie. I did. And it's fun, it's crazy, and I had a good time. That is Motel Hell. This is a rewatch. The Exorcist. I still love this movie. The end. Let's move on. Another first time watch. It was released by Criterion Collection. That is Kuroneko, or The Black Cat. Wow. What a beautiful yet heartbreaking yet eerie haunting film. It's a ghost story. A really good. It's like a painting. It's like every frame is like a painting in this movie. I love Kuroneko, really do. I'm so glad I finally watched that movie for the very first time. This is a rewatch. One of my guilty pleasure, I always rewatch this movie every October. That is Freddy vs. Jason. Yes, it's not a great movie. Yes, it's a bad movie. Do I care? No, because I really enjoy this movie. It's stupid, the plot doesn't make any sense, and the CGI is not the greatest. But is it enjoyable? Yes. I mean, yeah, it's Freddy vs. Jason. Come on. And lastly but not least, before we go to my favorites, there is a silent film, a short silent film written by Buster Keaton. That is The Haunted Mansion. Or is it The Haunted House or The Haunted Mansion? I forgot. But yeah, really enjoyed it. So much fun, really good. Buster Keaton at his best. And it's just a fun slapstick, little horror. It's not scary. It's just a fun little horror short. It's really fun. Now we go to my favorites. The first two are part of duology, part of the franchise that I mentioned from early on in the list. That is Scream 1 and 2. Love the first two Scream. This was my first time watch, and I really enjoyed it. I just love the confrontation from the end of the film, especially from the first movie. The twist is awesome, really effective, really good. I just love the idea, how meta it is, how in the first Scream movie it tells you the rules, what should not do when you're in a horror setting, and it's really great. I just love the first two Scream. Third one, fourth one better than the third one, but it's still not as good as the first two. And then my other favorite is The Faculty, directed by Robert Rodriguez. Loved it. Love this movie. A pinnacle of a 90s, sci-fi flick with teens, and I just love this movie. It's sci-fi. There's a little bit of a horror. Yes, the CGI are outdated, but I just don't care because I have so much fun watching this movie, and I loved it. I was glued to the screen. It's fast paced. It's so much fun. The characters, Elijah Wood, got a great cast. So much fun. The other one of my favorites from this month of October is a remake from the original from 50s, which I have not seen. That is The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Great cast. You got Jeff Goldblum, Donald Sutherland, and Leonard Nimoy. And wow, what a fantastic film. Love it. Wow, loved it. Another one of my favorites is an anthology film that is CREEPSHOW, the first CREEPSHOW. So much fun. Really great stuff. I just love all the short, but The Crate is probably my favorite. Really do enjoy that one. The practical effects. Whew. And then the Father's Day, I believe, the first short, the Father's Day, also a really fun one. And really so glad I can watch this one for the very first time. Really spicy Scream Factory. The other one of my favorites is zombie film. That is Day of the Dead, directed by George A. Romero. So good. Oh my god, the character, the settings. It it takes place in one location that makes you claustrophobic. Like, it deals with how you survive, but at the same time you're going mental breakdown, and because the situation they're in is such a great film, and the ending, the climax of the movie is just edge of my seat. Really do enjoy Dead of the Dead. I don't know, it's not probably. I mean, I've seen all the Dead movies except the Dawn of the Dead movie, the original. I've seen the remake, but I've not seen the original yet. But one day, I hope they can re-release the Blu-ray, because the first Blu-ray from Dawn of the Dead is out of print, but I don't care. But one day I watched the original Dawn of the Dead. I've seen the remake, but whatever. But Day of the Dead, so good. Wow. And lastly but not least, my favorite, my absolute favorite, that is directed by John Carpenter, starring Donna Pleasance. No, I'm not talking about Halloween. I've seen that one, but this was the first time watch, and of course the film I'll talk about, Prince of Darkness. Whew. The music, the setup, the execution, the tone, the characters, the music. This film is a journey from beginning to end. In the beginning of the movie, it hooked me. I was in for the ride, and how it's going to happen after the next. And it's so much fun. John Carpenter is really great as a filmmaker, knowing how to tell a story with great characters, with an ensemble cast. And it does remind me of The Thing, but a different story, a unique story, and the practical effects. Ooh, so good. And this is amazing film. I cannot wait to upgrade to 4K that Scream Factory is going to release. I just love Prince of Darkness. I'm just so glad I can watch this movie for the very first time in the month of October in the perfect way to watch. And good thing I saw it in the dark. It was perfect. I just love the ending. I did not expect what's going to happen in the ending. It's just it all had the sense of pending doom, the sense of urgency going on. How they're gonna figure out how to stop this madness that's going to happen, that happened during that film, and the discovery that they have, the situation they're in. So good. I love Prince of Darkness. That's how you tell a story. And I kind of wish John Carpenter would make more movie today. That'd be amazing if he does. But yeah, all I can say, an amazing film. Really do. Love Prince of Darkness. Anyways, that's everything what I saw for the month of October. 31 films. Let me count again. I'm gonna count again because I'm dumb. Sadly, I did not rewatch Child's Play and The Thing because I always watch those every October. But this time, I decided to do something different, which is, hey, it's not a bad thing. So the films how many films I watched?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
31. Wow, that's perfect. I was planning to watch the Omen collection, but I decided to wait until the next October because I only want to watch those in the perfect day and marathon the heck out of that set. All 5 films, all 4 films, including the remake. But that's for next October. I'll do a video on that if I can do that. But yeah, I have so much fun. Lots of first time watches. That makes me happy. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and comment below what did you saw for the month of October. Either it's not a horror movie, or you did watch something spooky. Yeah. Have a great day. See ya.